Hi, Rich here, and you probably don't want to finish this video because the audio sounds like garbage. Let's fix that. There we go, that's better. Let's go over 4 tips that you can implement today to get better audio. Everyone says that, audio is 50% of a video, but that could not be more inaccurate. It's closer to like 80 or 90%. Let me show you an example. If I just keep talking. Whoa, something went completely wrong here. However, if I were to just make the screen go black, and you can still hear what I'm saying, you're still getting value out of this. You're still learning from it. I don't want you to think of audio being 50% of the video experience. It's way more than that. So having good, clean audio is essential to making high quality YouTube videos. So let's get into the very first tip. Tip number 1, do not use on-camera audio. You must use a microphone. Let me show you again what that sounds like. This is on-camera audio. There's a lot of echo, there's a lot of noise in the room. Let me plug that microphone back in. There we go, now it sounds so much better because it's like a $300 microphone. Now I'm gonna get into budget options in just a moment. So you must be using some sort of microphone or lavalier. I'm gonna go over a couple budget options that you can do right away, but let's be honest, if you're intending to turn your YouTube channel into a business, you're going to need to invest money. And you should first invest money into your audio equipment, because the camera on your phone that you have in your pocket is amazing video. The audio on your phone is not that great. It's a major meh. So spending at least $200 to $300 on a microphone is not that unreasonable, but we have some cheap options. Look at this microphone. It's very inexpensive. Link in the description. And it actually sounds really good. Future videos coming up on me comparing cheap microphones. But the idea is, don't be afraid to spend money on your audio equipment. Audio equipment should be first priority when it comes to buying equipment. So maybe you're on a shoestring budget and you don't have a single dime to put toward audio for your videos when you're just getting started on YouTube. Here are some budget ideas. First of all, get an old phone that maybe you're not using or that isn't your main one. Most of them have it. And use the voice memo setting and have that a lot closer to you than your camera. Some people even, and I've done this on one video on my main channel, I just put it in my breast pocket with the microphone pointing up. So that way I would have a lot cleaner audio because it's closer to me and it cuts out a ton of echo. And then you'll just take and you'll email that clip to yourself and you'll put it in your editing software. The second option would be, if you are using your on-camera microphone, whether that's your phone or a camera, just simply be closer to it so there's less time that the sound can dissipate when it gets to the microphone. So that's tip number 1, try to use an external source of recording or a high quality microphone. Tip number 2 is treat the room. First thing is, watch out for echo. If you're shooting really freaking wide, there's gonna be a lot of echo. Again, close in the distance if your room's really wide and has bad echo. Echo kills your video. It absolutely kills it. Don't have horrible echo in your video. And then the next one would be, listen to this. Yeah, that's the fan running. Turn off your fans, turn off your ACs, and if you're filming in your kitchen, roll out your refrigerator, unplug the fridge for just a few moments. Little tip, put a piece of tape around the handle so you remember to plug it back in, so you don't lose all your food. Make sure you're treating your room. Make sure you're listening for bad sounds. Like I said, I've got this truck that's outside that I can't do anything about right now, but you probably can't hear it because I can process it in post. And also when treating your room, if you have to, literally hang up blankets so that way it absorbs the sound and the echo. In some of my first early videos on my YouTube channel, I had a big black screen of duvetine, which was fabric. The echo was cut way down. So if I wanted to take my audio just to the next teeny bit level, I would start hanging up things like dollar store curtains or something that are out of the frame and out of the shot in order to try and bring that down. Another thing I could do is get those sound panels and put them on the wall here, which wouldn't be a bad idea. It absorbs sound and cuts down on echo. But don't forget, just the cheap budget option, keep your camera close, make sure you're turning off your ACs or any humming in the background, and the kids are still screaming again. And tip number 3 is going to be more for people that do voiceover. For example, if they're doing some sort of documentary or video essay and they don't have a real good quality microphone, or maybe a room that echoes real bad, or they're in a environment that just isn't conducive to voiceover. No problem, I've got you covered. So what you want to do is when you go to do your voiceover, literally throw a blanket over your head so that way it absorbs any outside sound and you don't get a single echo in the room. And then you're going to take whatever microphone or maybe your phone that you're recording on, and you're going to do your voiceover on that. You'll hit record and you'll speak into the microphone. But be careful of plosives. Plosives is where air blows straight into the microphone and actually makes it sound bad. So one way to prevent that, make sure you're speaking over the microphone and not into the microphone. Another suggestion would be getting one of those pop filters over the top of it. You can get them on Amazon for your phone, but for budget options, just use a sock and it will cut out some of the wind so that way you don't get any plosives. I need to get my sock back on here. So then my 4th tip would be treat your audio in post. Think about it. If you're a type of guy that you want your video to look really good, then what you want to do is you want to treat your audio the same way. You want to be spending as much time on your audio and processing your audio as you do your video. Maybe you do color grading, maybe you do color correction, maybe you add effects. We'll do the same thing with your audio because, again, it's close to like 90% of your video. So you need to be spending way more time on that than you are anything else. I would first recommend always run a noise reduction on it, and then learn how to use an EQ. An EQ can boost your voice. This is my voice with an EQ. This is my voice without an EQ. You can hear the difference. Now, how do you use an EQ? Future videos about that coming up soon, but until that time, you just play it by ear, honestly. You just kind of try, and you just move it around till your voice sounds better and you're cutting out bad frequencies in the background. Now, in light of the video, I have to go turn off the AC, it just kicked on. Make sure you just play around with it and spend some time studying your post-production process for your audio. Again, how much time do we spend on video? Spend twice that on your audio and your videos will pop. So hopefully through some hard work and implementing these tips and simplified filming, you'll be able to become successful on YouTube. So if this was helpful information, then go ahead and click on this video here that can also help you with audio, and this video here that can also help you with audio. If they're not coming up, I haven't filmed them yet. And in the meantime, don't forget, always be creating.